welcome to Diane's Video Minute. I'm Diane. Today I'm going to show you the embroidery couching on the Baby Lock Solaris. The embroidery couching is part of the upgrade that came with the Solaris. Okay, so I'm going to show you a couple accessories. The first accessory is this holds the yarn on when you thread the machine. Okay, notice the EC here. EC means embroidery couching. Okay, this goes on the left side of the machine. Okay, so we're going to leave that there. The second thing we got was another foot. This is the couching foot. Okay, we want to put this on the machine. Okay, so we're going to put that on, and we are going to tighten that up. Now notice here, okay, that the needle is to the left or to the right of the foot, and we just need to adjust the needle to the center of the foot. And the way you do that is, here, we're going to take one of the screwdrivers that came with the Solaris, and you do have a screw on the right side here, okay? So what we want to do is, we want to just either untighten or tighten, depending on where the screw is here, okay? Or the needle is, I'm sorry. We're going to just untighten. And notice in my case, I need to untighten. If you notice this, that the needle, the foot is actually moving towards the left or towards the center of this needle. Can you see that? Can you see the foot actually moving? Sorry. So see the needle is towards the left side now, okay? Now if I put my needle down, you can see that it is actually going through the center of that foot. So I'm actually in a good position there with the needle, okay? Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna thread my needle up, okay? So I'm just gonna thread the machine here, and hopefully some of you know how to do that already. So we're gonna thread the machine up, and be careful when you do thread the machine up, because that piece over here on the left side is going to be in the way of the cutter on the left side. Okay, now that all my accessories are on, I'm going to show you how to start threading the machine with the yarn. Baby Lock does recommend that you drop that telescoping thread guide all the way down to the lowest setting, okay? And then I do have some yarn here, okay? Medium to thick is the best way to go, okay, as far as using the different, what kind of yarn you can use, okay? So I took a little bit of yarn here, and I'm just gonna pull it to the right side of my machine here, okay? I'm gonna thread it inside the two thread guides here, okay? And then I'm gonna come over here on the left side of the machine. So remember that first accessory that we have here. So I'm going to thread the top piece, and then I'm gonna thread coming from back to front on that the side, okay? And then we're gonna come down here towards the foot of the machine. So I want to go in from the right side, okay, and just kind of loop it up. You see how I did that? And now if I pull it towards me, you can see that it's actually in that little snake part of the foot, okay? So now I need to thread the actual foot. In your box, you got something with looks like a little piece of white paper, and in there was attached this little thread guide, okay? And what we want to do is take this little thread guide, and we want to thread the yarn through it, okay? See how I did that, okay? And now what we want to do, you may want to come a little closer here, okay? Here's my end of my thread guide, and I have to get it in through the hole of the embroidery foot. So can you see that? How I had that piece of wire in through the foot, and all I'm going to do is push it down and out, so all my thread gets tucked through the foot. Let me just get around here so you see how I'm going to drop my foot down just for a second so you can see how it's now inside the foot here. Okay? So now I just need to thread up my machine, okay, with regular thread. And again, don't forget that little piece on the left side here is, it may get in your way, so you kind of need to get underneath to cut the thread. And I'm gonna just get my needle here. Alrighty, whoop. So now I am ready to start embroidering. Okay, so now that all my yarn and my threads are threaded, I'm just going to attach my hoop here, okay? And making sure that my yarn is in front, Okay, I'm gonna come over here on the screen. You now have a new icon with designs. C means for couching, okay, and that did come in with the upgrade. I'm gonna go ahead and touch on that. You do have 40 new designs here. These are just for couching, okay? They're nice, big, and open, so we can get those medium to thicker threads to work with the embroidery, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and grab the leaf here, okay, and click set here. Okay, I'm going to go into embroidery, and now I'm ready to go. Okay, so with the new update now, you do not need to put the foot down anymore. Okay, you need to go to in the menu settings on page, I believe it's number 8. It's going to set the off to on where it says embroidery, dropping the auto embroidery foot down. So once you turn that on, you don't need to touch the foot anymore. You just need to hit the start stop. So I'm going to go ahead and touch that. And it is going to start to sew, as you can see, okay? All I'm going to do is let that sew just a couple of steps here, and then I'm going to stop the machine. And the reason I'm doing that is because I just want to kind of catch that tail just in case it gets caught in later, okay? Because once the design goes around, it actually comes back again, okay? Just so you know, I do have the finished product over here, and this is what it's going to look like once that project is all done. And I do have a couple other samples here, just so you can see, so you can have some really lots of fun with this. I thank you for joining me here at Above and Beyond and Diane's Video Minute. Thanks for joining me.